I'm Mark Bryer with the Nature Conservancy. I direct our work on the Chesapeake Bay. One of the most important elements of a river's health is its flow regime. And when I say flow, what I mean is how the water flows downstream, how much, how fast, at what times of the year. It's critical because fish and plants and forests and even people have adapted to that variation seasonally. Here on the Potomac River, one of the most important species, fish species, is the American shad. This is an amazing migratory fish that spends much of its life out in the Atlantic Ocean, and it comes up the rivers of the Chesapeake Bay and in fact a lot of the Atlantic seaboard every spring to spawn. It needs a certain flow, a certain amount of flow, a high flow, to cue it, to know when to come upstream and to lay its eggs. And then additionally, the flow regime has to change a little bit into this later spring and summertime to allow those eggs to develop into larvae and then those fish to replicate that life cycle. So ensuring that the flow regimes in the Susquehanna and Potomac rivers, the two largest rivers that flow into the Chesapeake Bay, are natural. That is, that we have the right amount of water at the right time of the year coming out of each of those rivers is essential for the health of the Chesapeake Bay. The amount of fresh water that flows into the bay is essential for cueing migratory fish to move around the bay at different times, for crabs to know when they're supposed to migrate up bay or down bay. There are a number of different factors ecologically that freshwater plays. Another element, interestingly enough, is that freshwater helps to push back some of the disease that have killed the oysters in the Chesapeake Bay for the last 2 or 3 decades. In the case of the Susquehanna River, particularly the lower Susquehanna River, there are a series of hydropower dams that alter or change how that river flows. 3 of those dams are undergoing relicensing right now, and that process is led by the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, or FERC. The Nature Conservancy has engaged in the FERC relicensing process, particularly for the Conowingo Dam, the last one, the last big hydropower dam before you get to the Chesapeake Bay. And it's our hope in engaging in this process that we can work with the partners and work with the utility and work with the federal government to achieve a better management plan for how that dam operates in the future that recognizes the importance of maintaining a more natural flow regime. We hope that in 10 years, both the Potomac and Susquehanna rivers will have more healthy habitat for both fish and wildlife. We hope that it will also provide better water quality in the Chesapeake Bay and improved habitat there as well.